Today we're going to be using an import to link existing records together as relationships. Here we have Lucy Nickel. On Lucy's profile tab, under the relationships, we see that we do not have any relationships for Lucy. However, Lucy is related to Remington, Ajax, and Stephen. As you can see, all these records have already been imported and are already existing as full records in the database. To link these records together, we're going to leverage the legacy ID field that would have been established upon the original import and creation of the record in your Slate database. Over on Remington's record, we can see that Remington has a legacy ID field with a value in it. This field is a custom field, and it can be set to be unique for matching and to store things like a banner ID, for example. To get started, let's talk about our file layout. What we're going to want to do is have one row per relationship that we want to link. We're going to need at least a minimum of 5 columns, a column to identify who Lucy is in the database, a column to identify the relationship type from Lucy to the relationship, a column to identify the inverse type from that relationship back to Lucy, a column to identify the field ID that our legacy ID field has. In this case, we're using legacy underscore ID, but you may very well have created like banner underscore ID. And then we need to say what value we want to match on in there. As we can see here, inside that legacy ID field, we have Remington's ID, we have Ajax's ID, and we have Stephen's ID. Now that our file is ready, let's upload it to the database. We've selected the file format, new spreadsheet, file type of spreadsheet, destination, person, record type, person, and we've added our files for upload. Now that we're all ready, and click on the upload button. With our file uploaded, let's go ahead and build our import. To start mapping, let's click on our first column. Here we're using the Slate ref, so let's send it over to our record, Slate matching ID only. Next, we have the relationship type. From this destination, we want to go down to relationships and click on relationship type. Next, we have the inverse type. So again, go down to relationships and click on linked record inverse type. Now we need to say what field has that legacy, we're identifying as the legacy ID. So here we're going to go down and we're going to say the linked record unique field. And lastly, we wanted to identify what value we want to kind of look at in that. So again, relationships, and then we're going to go linked record unique field value. With those mapped, let's go over to our prompt value mappings and click on our refresh. And here we have our 3 types. We want to go get those mapped. Go ahead and hit our guess below to speed things up. We don't have any static mappings to do at this time. Let's get ready to run and review our file. With our file imported, we see that we have 1 row per Lucy, which is going to correspond to 1 row per relationship that we're linking to Lucy's record. If we go over to Lucy's record, under the Profile tab, under Relationships, we now see that we have 3 relationships there. All 3 are marked as linked records, and we have father, spouse, and brother corresponding to Stephen, Remington, and Ajax. To see the linked record's inverse relationship, we can navigate to that record, look at their Profile tab under Relationships, and see the inverse relationship type back to Lucy, which is sister for Ajax. And that's how you do it.